Alright, Tony here, Old Man Wrenching again. Thought I would show a little bit more in detail on this Rockwell 449. This is the microswitch assembly at the back of the play mechanism. Going through and cleaning up some of this goop. Just a bunch of old grease. Also note these rollers are also gummed up. These two here are locked completely. This one is not locked yet. It's a little drags a little bit. This one here is clean. This is the only one that really feels like it's still in a good rolling condition. One thing I was going to show was the amount of corrosion on the back of the microswitch. And I've seen elsewhere, guys talking about sanding it off or emery board or that kind of stuff. I don't like to do that, especially on these brass tabs, because there's not a lot of metal there anyway. And the more you grind these, you're putting micro scratches in it that you really can't even see. So you're reducing the connection surface, but also you're making the metal thinner. And you may find trouble when you go to connect these back up. If you just take a little bit of again, I use Mother's, and there's no sanding to it at all. You just wipe it. It'll all disappear. This might take you a little bit longer than it does with sandpaper, but you can see how that cleans up. And get as much of this off as I can, just with the paper towel. And then I'll switch to my trusty sock. The sock really help bring it around. Now, does all this have to be off down here? Nah, it doesn't. But, while you're there, you can do a little bit on the plastic, and then look, bang. A little bit more on it. Use the old fingernail. And I'm going to apply a little more. Go at it one more time. Got one stubborn spot on there. Well, there you go. And that's no sandpaper involved at all. We take a look at the roller here. I'm just going to lock this down. These actually come out, but I'm not going to pull that. And you can see here that this wheel is brass as well, so now if you were to put this guy a little bit thinner, just start to get him to feed up underneath of this. Spin it. up in there, spin him. You can see the gloop getting out of there. It's got a nice spin to it now. I'm going to hit it a little bit more. It's not spinning like a new one would. Feels better. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with this too. I'll just work him in. Yeah, that's way better. Polish the sides here. It still feels a little goopy to me. Not a lot, but a little bit. And actually, I can see where the wheel stopped, and it was probably just abrading as it went over that wheel. It was probably just grinding this away. So technically, that you should really replace this guy, because what it's going to do is it's probably going to catch on that spot and then just keep riding on that. So I may end up doing that, because it's definitely, now that I feel it, it feels like a square instead of a circle. So these are the things you got to look out for when you're dealing with these micro switches. You might put this back together and it'd be fine, but you're definitely going to end up with a wear problem on some other parts that are a lot more expensive than this one is. So I would call that one a fail. Let's take a look at some of these other ones now that I've found that problem. See, this one was spinning, so it does not have, it's not flat spotted. These have not unbolted yet, but yeah, it looks like that one's flat spotted as well. That was just, I don't know if you can see in there, but get it in a little closer. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. But there's a clear witness mark where that has just been sitting while the cam turned. And if I'm not mistaken, I see one on this one as well. So that makes 3 out of these 4 that are kaput. So, and they need to be replaced. So come back a little later and try and make some more progress. But that's it for tonight. See you guys.